Hello, welcome to Premodern Pox. This is my updated deck list, and I've been pretty happy with this. I've cut the extra 3 drops. I had 2 Chimeric Idols and maybe an Icarid kicking around. Anyways, I replaced them with Blackmail and Phyrexian Furnace, 2 of each. And I think these numbers are pretty solid. Actually, I might want to go up on Blackmail because Blackmail has been overperforming. They reveal 3 cards from their hand and can choose one of them and they discard that card. It hits creatures, it hits lands, basic lands, it hits anything. And 3 cards, like it's not that hard. Even without discard, people play their spells, they mulligan, like late game, they have 3 or less cards often. And if your opponent is just trying to take less damage from the rack by sandbagging some lands, is just absolutely like the best thing you can top deck like very often. So I like having 2 of them here. Furnace is just the main deck, graveyard hate. A lot of decks in the format are doing graveyard stuff, and some of it's kind of backbreaking card advantage, like Call the Herd or Accumulated Knowledge, are really difficult to beat without something like Furnace. And it keeps, Terravore deck off threshold or eats some random lands. Exalted Dragon is a thing that is annoying to deal with. Like, there's so many little graveyard decks. And of course, there's the big graveyard decks like Reanimator or Hermit Druid. So it's just nice to have some main deck graveyard hate. And of course, worst case scenario, it cycles. It's also really good at like you play it, and it's a card that you don't have to discard or sacrifice to Pox. And then later, after Pox, you can cycle it to draw cards again. So really useful to have just, something to keep cards out of your hand. And I'm also just really happy that I'm replacing 3 drops with 1 drops. If I like these cards a lot, I could even start cutting dark rituals. Like I could cut 2 rituals for the 3rd Blackmail and the 3rd Furnace or something like that. Um, yeah, Dark Ritual, not in love with it. Dark Ritual in the Hypnotic Spectre is like sometimes the best thing you could be doing, but a lot of times they just have swords or lightning bolt or something. But Dark Ritual also just plays well with Pox, and I don't know. And also your sideboard has lots of 3. Yeah, it serves its purpose. I put a Bottom Gnomes in the sideboard. Just lots of burn decks lately, so trying out a little something extra. 2 Spitting Darknesses. Also really nice to have life gain versus a lot of decks. 1 Crypt because we're main decking a lot of graveyard hate, so I don't know, I just run a Crypt there. Otherwise, pretty much the same. Plague Spitters, I'm not sure if they're worth it. It might be like 3 Perish and 3 Plagues might just be better. But I'm gonna try it for this league. Otherwise, same old Pox. That's not the button. This is the button. Let's play through a league and see how it goes. Okay, round 1, and yeah, free hand. See what they're on, but we got the Rats and Cabal Therapy combo. Air quotes. I have a Plains. Could just name Swords with Therapy. I kind of want to name something because it's pretty good to play at this turn. So I'll name Swords because that's the most likely thing they'll have off turn 1 Plains go. Obviously, this particular hand, not care too much about Swords, but they'll use it. They'll get it on the factory, or it's more important that I just take a card. Obviously, they might have some 2-drop that destroys me, like Standstill, but I can't know that off of basic Plains. So pretty happy there. Like I can't just name Standstill in the blind. If they play Standstill, which they're likely to do I just try to go to distance off of factory? I think I do. I don't think breaking the Standstill. Oh, and I drew Wasteland. That's really good. Okay, so if we fade Decree of Justice, we have a reasonable chance. And they don't have, like, if they miss land drops, like, Decree's not even that good. So I'm definitely game for giving this. Oh my god. It's coming together. Here. combat. I hate the graveyard popping out. I don't know who designed that and thought it would be so cool to rearrange the entire battlefield every time you pass per. But they're pretty much likely to have to break their own standstill. Just see how they do it. They'll probably be smart about it and do it at my end step. Not this turn. Oh, they're just doing it this turn. Okay, fine. I was gonna say they might wait a little bit, but okay. So I got what 9 cards in my hand. Discard at least 1 swamp, probably 2 swamps. I think that's fine. I've got 2 more lands. I think I probably won't be missing traps, but that's always nice. Wasn't that nice? The impulse. They probably found the factor off of impulse. Well, I can still attack. It just depends on how many spells I want to play. I think I might as well use 1 ritual. Oh, was I supposed to play Wasteland there? Maybe, but I think I only need to attack with 1 factory, and I can maybe the other one to pump it. So let's see if I play 1 rats. 1 rats, and I'm actually kind of done. Oh, I'll have 1 extra mana. I'll play the rats. I'm just thinking if I want to use 1 mana to activate factory, and the other factory needs to be held back to pump, then I can't play the other rats. If I do play the other rats, they'll be on 3 cards, and I can blackmail. I can also just sacrifice therapy now. Oh, if I sacrifice therapy now, I can grab the mana leak, and then they'll have 3 cards, and I can use this floating mana to blackmail. That's pretty good. So I'm going to mana leak. I probably should have mana leaked. Well, I don't know. Okay, they have Enlightened Tutor and Humility. Enlightened Tutor is annoying because I can't discard whatever they get. But what could they get? They have Humility in their hand. Get another Standstill. They don't know I have Wasteland, so they might. Funny. I mean, if I cast Blackmail, they'll definitely pop off this Enlightened Tutor. I guess they're gonna cast it anyways. Like, there's no point in not casting it. So do I even blackmail? I kind of wish I played Wasteland. If there's like a 4 mana enchantment they want, then that Wasteland would be better. I'm gonna combat first. I wish I knew what they were getting with this Enlightened Tutor. But at least if I blackmail now, I have to get something that costs 4 mana or less. I could get a second copy of Humility. Okay, go. And I think, yeah, I'm doing this no matter what. Attack. Oh, if they don't block, I can just cast Rats. Would I want to? Guess I would. They tap out for Humility next turn, then I can, if they don't cast the tutor and just tap out for Humility, then I can blackmail them, blackmail whatever. I'm sorry, if they do cast tutor, but somehow, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just play Rats and see what happens. At least this way they have to discard Humility. I mean, they'll probably just discard Humility. That's, Humility is doing absolutely nothing on this board. So they probably will just discard it. What are they going to tutor for? That's what I don't know. Well, you can have whatever 4-drop you want. No, they don't want one. Interesting. Play the island. Let go. So their hand is tutor and something. Right? I drew Innocent Blood. Not great. Okay, so I blackmail now. A ritual? I'm supposed to ritual first. That doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. I blackmail now. They do cast tutor, and then they don't know about the Wasteland. If they grab a 4-drop or something. I don't know. Okay, tutoring. At least we can finally solve that riddle. I'll powder keg. Okay, that makes a lot of. That is gonna slow me down. Okay. So still want to Wasteland. Do a ritual just to attack with 2 factories? I think so. Oh, I could attack with rat. No, I can't. I was gonna say I could attack with rats, draw the factory out, and then blood the factory. But I kind of have to attack with my factories too. And then, there'll be creatures. I am gonna ritual just to push for some extra damage. I guess if I draw Pox, that would be kind of annoying. But I'm likely to draw a swamp before I draw Pox. Alright, they got no cards in their hand. They can powder keg. Obviously next turn I'll just activate 1 factory. So they don't get both. Or another ritual. That's fine too. Just 1 factory. They will powder keg. Yep. Fine. So the 1 then. All right, they're on top deck. They're at 7. I got 3 damage per turn. Obviously, creatures don't help them, but they don't have many anyways. Suppose they could have a deck Exalted Angel, but not likely. Hopefully, they just draw counterspells like they did. I don't think they would hold a land after they've seen blackmail, but I don't think they'd hold anything that they could play. So, okay, game 1. Nice. Okay, versus blue-white Standstill. I don't have much. Feel they do have Exalted Angels they bring in. Dystopia is really the only thing I have. I mean, besides Blood and Pox. So I could cut Innocent Blood. The problem is you sometimes lose to Exalted Angel. I'll bring in Dystopia. Well, but like, is that worth? Well, okay. I do like to bring in Plague and Plague Spitter. That is things I like. I think Plague is important in the matchup for the soldier tokens from Decree of Justice. Just having something that can wrath a Decree of Justice is important. And Plague Spitter is a decent block. They have 4 Swords Plowshares. So, sometimes the swords your Hypnotic Spectre, you follow up with a Plague Splitter, and it does 3 damage per turn. And again, it cannot cover with Decree of Justice, so that's pretty good. I think you can cut a Cursed Scroll. Repeatable damage is good, but they have nothing with 2 toughness, so you don't need it as much. You would like to have 1 late game, so keeping it 2 is fine. And 2 more cuts. I mean, I don't actually need 3 Dystopias. They're really just for Exalted Angel, and I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in just 1 Dystopia. That's 5 answers to Angel, and I'm gonna see that they really have it. I'm gonna leave in the Furnaces for Exalted Dragon. Is it the plane cycling one? Okay. Don't love it, but I'll keep it. Got things to do, that's for sure. Good to be able to get the turn 1 Duress. If I didn't have the Duress, if it was just 3 drops, I don't think you lose to Standstill. Okay, well, they're gonna tutor for Standstill. Oh, don't want to have to take tutor. That's so bad. Swords is right there. They won't. It's such a bad time last game with it. They do have the factory. I just do end of turn 2 Standstill and then back in it. But that only draws 2 cards instead of the usual 3. But I have to. I mean, I just would have to break. Okay, I'm gonna take the tutor. Don't care about the annul. Do care about the swords, obviously, because I have the Spectre in my hand. But they, that's a 1-for-1. I'm going to draw another creature. Swords will be on their hand. Or, I could draw Cabal Therapy or other discard before I play this Hypnotic Spectre. Or maybe I'll Fox first and then Factory. Now, I might want to slow roll this Factory. Because what if they do top deck the Standstill? Like, if I top deck another Factory or a Wasteland or something, it'd be nice to try to... I'm not going to attack with it next turn, like, no matter what. And they're probably going to play the Factory next turn, so it's difficult for me. Nah, I'll just play it. You never know. I'm going to run this into the annul. I don't care about the rack right now. And I just kind of want to start getting their hand size down, that these Poxes are more effective. And then maybe they can, I'll cast another. Okay, no, that Factor was a mistake. Now I kind of want to play Pox before Spectre. If they discard. Yeah, if I had 3 lands to their 4 and I play Pox, I think that's a good spot for me. This was definitely a mistake. Now I'm such a bad mistake. Do I just play the Spectre? What would I have done? I would have played Pox right now. That's pretty bad too, though. Yeah, I could attack with Factory and see if they want to swords it. Kind of interesting. I don't really want to run the Pox into... I don't want to run the Spectre into swords. I'm going to say go. Next turn, they could have 4 lands and 4 cards in hand. And then I'll cast Pox. I'll have to sacrifice 2 lands. But so will they. Wow, the 4th Pox. I mean, I also have 4. I'm just gonna play it. I've got nothing else to do. Discard 2 boxes and sacrifice a factory. I mean, they might have drawn counterspell. Honestly, if they just counter this, not good or fine. Which sounds funny to say because like I'm casting it, but I'm just gonna cast the spells that I have. You know, if it baits out a counterspell, that's great. Impulse, interesting. Okay, Pox resolved. Got too many of those. I'll discard them. Hopefully they discard the swords. They sack 2 lands. What would they sack? Are they going to keep both factories? Fortunately, I guess they see. Oh, do they see what I'm? I have to pay attention. No, I guess they. No, I don't know. Did they see what I sacrificed? All right, pretty predictable. They kept those. All right, here we are. No, that is the worst thing for me. The Pox. They would have 5 cards and have to discard 2. But I would have to sacrifice my victor. I don't really want to. Alright, I mean, I don't know. I know they have swords in their hand, but I can't afford to not play spells. And now I have Pox. Wow, okay. No, I think I could therapy. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep playing my spells. Oh, claim Decree of Justice. That's the thing I think I'm most scared of. Long term. Okay, 2 counter spells. Oh, good to know. Factory and 2 Dust Bowls is the counterspell would have been a good. I haven't played one, but they haven't played mana. They're still not attacking. Here's Spectre. That's interesting. Well, if I play it, they do have to take 2 damage to counter it, which is not nothing. Fine. But, and they drew a factor fix. This. Oh dear. I don't care about these. I don't care about the Keg or the Wrath, so I think they want the land. Do it like that. Although maybe I should have put the land. Oh no, they took the 2 blue spells. Counterspell and Impulse. I wish MTGO would put those cards in the revealed pile. Be nice. I could write them in the chat. Okay. Getting a factory. Okay. Oh, wasteland. Ooh, okay. Well, if I wasteland a waste, then I can get this Spectre in. Counter magic. Oh, interesting. I mean, I am losing to these factories. They're winning this race. Having to burn a wasteland there. Rough. On the other hand, they still don't have blue mana, and they don't have double blue. I know they have 3 counterspells in there, but they just can't play. That's interesting. But they did find the swords. Flames is probably cool. Okay, well, I have 5 lands. Play. I can definitely resolve this Pox. I'm gonna have to discard whatever I draw, which is what's it? Okay, that's interesting. I can name Assembly Worker. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna name Assembly Worker. And that really does change the clock a lot. Now, if they just draw an island, they can start countering every spell I play. And I think, oh no, I was about to say, I think it'd be time to concede. I'll play a little bit more. You never know, but it's hard for me to imagine winning through 3 counter spells. Seal of Cleansing, interesting. Okay, they can tap a factory to animate the other factory, keep up their counter magic. Smart. I mean, do I just start play this Pox? It's my last Pox. Okay, so if I wait a turn, I can therapy. If I draw a land, right? If I draw a swamp, I can therapy counterspell. They have to counter that. Funny if they didn't, and then the Pox resolves. They have 7 lands, so I have to sacrifice 3 of them. Not animating both. I don't know why. No, I mean I can resolve Curse Scroll. Better than nothing. I can dampen down Axe. Alright, that's 1 counterspell gone. They still have 2 more in their hands. I know 3 of their 4 cards. Alright, I mean that's good, except they can hit me for 6 right now, and I'm at. So if I was at 20, I would say this is a favored position. Opponent is figuring it out. Well, do they attack with the Conclave? Because that takes them off a counterspell. Okay, so they're being cautious. Thought that would stop. got it in time. No matter. There's nothing I could have. Okay, well, again, I'm on plan top deck a swamp. I look pretty dead here. In fact, I am dead if opponent just animates their lands, but they don't know that. Maybe they think I have Smother. And the Conclave? No, oh, no, they're waiting another turn, so I've got a 50-50 chance not die. I'll take it. Name the Duress, so they don't know I have Pox in my hand. Okay. And now, if I draw the Swamp, they have, I mean, they can counter the Duress and the Pox. Or, I mean, they can also just let the Duress resolve. Phyrexian Furnace. No, I'm not going to do it. Alright, I think my best bet is to say go. Now I have a 1 in 3 chance of surviving if they only attack with one of their man lands. And that's the best I can do. It looks like just done with this game. Fair enough, opponent. You got this one. Okay. But that's okay. We're on the game 3. Try to remember some of these cards. Okay, Factor Fiction, Seal of Cleansing, they have some number of. I didn't see any Mana Leak into that, and I didn't see any Angels. Nothing that Dystopia would hit. Puddle Gnomes is, you know what? I'm gonna put the Scroll. Scroll's good. They kind of have to deal with it. These games go long. It's a repeatable source of damage. Scroll would have taken over that game if I had it sooner. You do have to worry about Exalted Angel sometimes. Some of these decks play more than others. Okay, 1 land hands. I mean, get 1 if I just top deck a land. So good. So good. Dress and go out there. I'm going to do it. I didn't have all of this going for me. But turn 1 Duress, and then turn 2 Therapy. I can take like whatever they have double of. Looks like Fact. And it's pretty awesome. So take the Standstill, right? Or the counterspell, but I think it's going to be Standstill. Okay. And next turn, I'll Therapy these. Why would they play Island? That's either a misclick or they drew a null. And we'll find out. Oh, drew the land. So good at this game. And it's probably the best land I could draw. Okay, well, if they don't have a null, I'll play Wasteland or Scroll. Fiction. Okay, no, it looks like just click. Got those. Good. This is great. Play this. And next turn, if I don't draw a land, I think I'm going to have to cast my spells. Unfortunate as it is. Be nice. Oh, see, I'm just so good at this game. But I think it was the right call, you know, to that was a misplay. First of all, definitely play Rats. I guess I had Wasteland, but they didn't know I had 2 Wastelands. Anyways, they should discard before they know if they have their lands or not. So now they can counter the Rats, but I guess just make them do it is best. Okay. I mean, I could stack the Therapy to get the counterspell and then do that, but I don't think so. I mean, they either discard the counterspell or they just counter this straight up. Can't imagine they would want to do any of the. There we go. Just 1. Okay, just don't forget the Decree of Justice for late game. Only 1 more land to really start winning. Main phase, oh, because they're trying to hit the land drop. Oh, and I still have Wasteland, so if I draw a land, that's great. If I don't draw a land, I can add a card with. Okay, swords in there. Okay, well, I'm gonna take it now so they can't like cycle it. And now we're in top deck mode, for both of us. Sense to play this out because they're gonna find a Seal of Cleansing at some point. I wish that was the rack. That would be cool. All I need is a land, not that land, but I'll take it. I mean, it's actually better than most of my draws. Fine. All right, they got 4 now. If the last card in their hand is Factor Fiction, we're in trouble. Well, in trouble. But that would be annoying. Unexpected. So what do I do now? Ooh. Step 1, waste the waste. I think. I don't want them on double white. I don't want them on 4 drops. Rid of that. Step 2, see if they in fact have Factor Fiction. Now, come on, really? Your top decks were Factor Fiction and land. That is ridiculous. Okay, they're gonna want this keg because they can blow up both my curse scrolls. So maybe playing the curse scroll was not great. On the other hand, you do want to get your hand empty. Like I did deal them 2 damage. I think I'll go like this. They want lands. Conclave is too good though, because it can block my. No, it can't really block my Spectre. Roll it. I want them. Well, maybe like this then. I don't want them to take this egg. That thing. FYI, your opponent can see you making piles, so if you're capable, it's better to not click around, so you don't let your opponent know what you're worried about. Anyways, I liked the first pile. I think they're gonna take Conclave Island Counterspell, and I can deal with all of that. None of that beats a Thonic Spectre. And if they do take the keg, then they won't have the Conclave. I think that. So they just please don't top deck swords, and then this Hypnotic Spectre will take over. That's my plan. And it's going to be pretty fast clock. Did take Counterspell egg. Well, good for you. I have to try. Oh, I could have therapied egg right away. I didn't think of that. I don't think I would have. I think this is better, but oh, it's good to know. If I play keg, I guess it depends what I draw, whether I attack. They top deck the plains. Oh, their hand is Counterspell, and they have double blue up. Okay, but I'm going to attack them. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. That's very good. They're going to need a Wrath to get out of this, and I don't know how many they play. This is just solid block. It's 4 damage per turn. Huh. Is there any wisdom into weight? Because I could deal 2 damage roll. I don't think there is. They're going to put keg on 1 and then blow it up. But next time I'm attacking for 6 factory. So if they don't draw Wrath of God, I really don't see how they're going to get. But if one of the scrolls was in my hand, then the game would be even better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Do I play it? Well, I attack first. So I animate factory. I'm already only losing to Wrath in my, and so I'm gonna sandbag the creature. I think. Oh, they did draw swords. Okay, that was like the best thing they could draw. They draw 2 more of those. They did swords to factory, so that means they are trying to draw to Wrath. Must have at least 1 more in the deck. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay, so now I play the Spitter, right? Because they have 1 more draw, and now if they draw Impulse or Fact or Fiction, they can't use it. Well, they couldn't use it. Okay, well, they had 1 draw, they didn't get it. Excellent. Match number 1 versus Standstill is a tricky matchup, so I'm pretty happy to start out the league with a win. Okay, round 2 versus hobosuave. Okay, we are on the play. Opponent has joined us after a few minutes. This is a pretty basic Pox hand. See what they're doing today. Probably burn, I guess. They call it burn in Premodern. There's the pup. Sligh. I guess people still calling it Sligh. Don't get me wrong. I like the names. I guess Sligh plays more creatures. Right, Duress is a fine top deck. I would rather block this with the rats, but I'm not willing to take 2 damage for the privilege. Well, that's fine. I can block this one with. I mean, probably they're gonna bolt it or something, but so it goes. And yep, definitely better to play rats than anything else. Second rack, rack's not that good versus Sligh or any deck with lightning bolts and fire blasts because they can just sit on their instant speed burn spells and they don't. There's not a lot of pressure for them to cast them until the turn they're going to win. On the other hand, the curse scroll is not going to work, or the activating scroll. Oh, they're playing ball lightning. Well, that's awful. I will take 6, or will I block? If I'm gonna Pox next turn, I should block, but I think I'm not gonna Pox. I think I'm gonna go Duress, Rack. They don't have a land. They can scroll rack my rats, then attack with jackal pups. So that's not great, but I don't have anything for that. Next turn I'm gonna pox. I guess they're gonna have one card in their hand. Well, I don't know. They probably should upkeep rats. I don't know. Let's see how they play this. They have a few options. Like, what if they draw a spell? Oh, they can play the land, but what if they draw like a 2-drop or another ball lightning or something? Like, they can't. There's a lot of things they could draw that they can't curse scroll. At least not like, guaranteed. Well, they drew the mountain, but that's okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna pox, which is, terrifying versus a deck with Fire Blast, but they'll have no cards in hand. They'll lose 5 life, they'll go to 9, and then they'll lose 6 more. So I gotta get this Jackal Pup off the board. So this is how it goes. So they go to 9, and then they go to 3. They can't race the rack. Go 3, then they go to 1. Oh, maybe they can. Maybe they can go exactly to 1. Is my math wrong? No, my math is wrong. They just lose. They only get 1 draw. They lose on their next upkeep. So they have 0 outs. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, doorbell rang, but opponent came to the same conclusion. They drew 1 card, and we won game 1, which is always nice. Like I said, in the deck tech, we're siding in the life gain, and you could side in Plague is very good versus like Ball Lightning, and so Smother. You just want more. Smother's, it's better than Pox. Side out the Poxes. Obviously, it was quite good there, but that's a little unusual. And you could play a Pox if you want. Non-Expector is not great. I think you side out. Now the rituals. We'll side out 2 rituals and 1 Spectre. The Spectres, they're kind of a must kill. They just take a bolt to the face every time, but kind of like gain 3 life. Oh no, I lost the recording. Bother. Okay, sorry, there's a chunk of that game missing. Anyways, they found the 3rd land. They got me with the Ball Lightning. My life total's precarious, but they have no cards in their hand. So now, I'm just trying to race them with these factories, because if the game goes long, they're going to scroll me out. They drew a card. They're going to activate scroll, kill the rats, attack me for 2, but I've got therapy, and I'll know what they have, as long as it's not a land. I hope it's non-land. Non-land, non-Fire Blast. Log Fanatic, fine. That's fine. I don't care. Whatever it is, it's going to be discarded. They'll go to 4, and then I'll go to 1, and then I win. Oh man, if they had a non-land. Now, that's best, right? I can't attack them for 2, because they can hit me for 2 every turn. Log Fanatic. Okay, so if they draw a land, then still don't win, do I? No, because they can scroll one of my factories. Yeah, there's just no way to win this game. So I think we lost this whole game too. And if so, the game started, I duressed them. They're on the play. So I duressed them, and they had both the Pyrostatic Pillar and Curse Scroll in their hand. So I have to choose which one to play, or which one to discard, and which one they can keep. And I let them keep the scroll. At the time, my hand was full of spells. I didn't have these factories. I knew the scroll was going to take over the game, but the pillar's also going to take over the game. So I don't know. I think it's just when you're on the draw and, Sly's got a good aggressive hand, there's not much you can do. I had one choice to make, which was they had 2 lands in their hand, two lands out and 1 card in their hand. And I was thinking probably a Ball Lightning, but I thought to hang on to the Cabal Therapy until I know for sure, because I knew they would reveal a card from Curse Scroll. And I was a little punished for that. Well, I don't lose this turn, but they can just attack me for 2 and say go, and then I'm stuck. Pretty well stuck. Yeah, I figured it out. Of course, I draw land. I attack them. I'm gonna attack them for 2. Oh, I could therapy them. That'd be funny. Now I've got a egg. I mean, if they don't have a stop in their upkeep, and they lose the Curse Skull flip because they accidentally draw a card and they can't play any of their cards, then of course they could also just have a lightning bolt or fire blast. There's no way. There's no way I should win this game. All right, I have a land. They did draw the card, but they played it because it's a land. So yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay, that's okay. That's why we have game 3. Hopefully it goes a little better. I can side out these furnaces. I guess that's better. Keep in Dark Ritual. This is my first, or well, my second league playing Furnace. I forgot to side it out. Let's do better. It's way down here at the bottom of my screen, you know? Blends in. Plague Spitter, I mean, it deals me damage, but it does kill, like, everything I could possibly play. Interesting. And Pox does make me lose a third of my it does make me lose a third of my life, but it does make them discard burn spells. Dark Ritual, not great, except it is a nice black card in the graveyard because sometimes you want Spinning Darkness. You honestly just need cards in the graveyard. All pretty reasonable. Dark Ritual is also good for like activating Scroll, getting your hand empty for that. Black Spectre is worse. I mean, it's better than Plague Spitter. Plague Spitter, when they bolt it, I take a damage, but it kills their creatures. They have them. They might have them. They often have them. This is tough. Okay, I'll go with the Spectre and the Ritual. Try to get game 3. Okay, we got 2 lands. We have a Duress. We have Bottle Gnomes. We have Innocent Blood. This is good. This is actually a great hand. I wish this Wasteland was a swamp. On opponent's mulliganing to 6. Okay, this is all going our way so far. I mean, it's pretty early in the game. Okay, double Fire Blast. Oh, I wish I had that. Okay, this hand could be slightly better were I to have a Cabal Therapy. But I think, I mean, maybe the top 3 cards in my opponent's deck are Mountain, but I think I take the Seal of Fire here. If I can draw the Therapy before the end game, that's good. Opponent will probably discard one of them to Rats, though. It's fine. That happens. I'm going to have to make sure I can catch this Ball Lightning with the Mother. I wish these Wastelands did something here. Okay, so I play the Rats? Yeah, play the Rats for sure. And I can play Bottle Gnomes next turn. They do draw a Mountain. I'm going to have to think about Bottle Gnomes or not. Okay, they're giving me a little time. Nice. Pick this Bottle Gnomes. Ooh, blackmail. Almost good. I guess I attack. Yeah, I'm gonna have to save the blackmail. I mean, I certainly want to. Wasteland, man, I should really be. Oops. Oh no! Oh no! Why did I F6? That was the worst. I knew. I honestly, I thought about it when I was playing the card. I was like, okay, make sure you don't F6. Because that's a good bolt target. Oh my god. Okay, focus. Don't throw this away. I have 4 cards. Again, Dark Ritual, not helpful at the moment. They could turn off the block. That's okay. Focus. Pretend it was a Hypnotic Spectre. Wow. That is kind of rough. Okay. Well, it's drawing well. Good to us. I'll blackmail them now. I think I will and take the Fire Blast. See if they're crazy enough to cast it. That would be interesting. No, not crazy enough to cast it. They have 2 Ball Lightning. That is scary. But I have to take the Fire Blast here. Fire Blast is really good for them because it plays around the pillar. Well, I can smother 1 lightning. Hopefully I draw a discard spell. Huh. Yeah, I'm losing this game. I don't think the Bottle Gnomes make much of a difference. It matters to anybody. That's annoying. I'm gonna play like this and I have to fade. I'm drawing a Mountain. They're going to fanatic away the rats and then attack with the pup. But the thing is, if they don't draw a mountain, they're almost certainly going to draw a spell that's going to kill the specter. Yeah, they got a mountain. I mean, the other thing I could have done is Dark Ritual out the specter, but I would have taken 2 more damage from the pillar. No, maybe that was worth it. Now, take all this damage. But, I mean, ooh, rack. Okay, well, I certainly attack. Okay, how much pillar damage can I take? I certainly attack. And I kind of have to smother. And I play the rack. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'll go to 3. But they're going to take 3 damage per turn. And 2 damage per spell. But if they, right now, this turn, if they can draw a lightning bolt, then they win. But if they draw a creature or a land, then I think I'll win because they'll go to 9 from the rack, 7 from the specter. They go to 5 from the rack. Now they can still cast 2 spells. So bad. I need one more point of damage. Because now, I mean, smothering the Jackal Pup is, either way, I take 2 damage. So I think I have to do this. And that puts me at 5. Which is a very good life total. But if I don't play the rack, then I have to attack them a lot. I need to draw 2 spells, so they're functionally at 8. Because even every creature they draw, I have to like answer. I don't even have the answers in my hand. So maybe the rack and just pray is the highest odds of winning. I have 1 more life, or they had 1 less life. This would make more. This would be better. Well, if the first card they draw is a land, I think it's a winning move. So I think I just gotta hope they draw a land, or if they just draw like a Mog Fanatic, is that good enough? I wonder. I'm not even gonna do the math. Let's just find out. Yeah, looks like they caught a spell. They'll fire. Okay. Okay. So that's good. Then I win. They need a fire blast. Oh no, they can fire my vector, but that's still probably good enough. Okay. Besides a land, that was probably the best thing for me that they could have drawn. Land. Okay, well, obviously I'm attacking. Let's see if they fire it. I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they have to fire this. If they don't, certainly gonna lose. I think this gives them an extra top deck. Okay, now they go to 4, so they can still cast the spell. But this is the last one. If they draw 3 damage. If it's a creature, I win. Okay, now they're gonna go to 2. Blackmail. Oh, I can't. Can I cast that? Yeah, I guess I can. I'll go to 1, but they don't have, like, there's no instant that only does 2 damage. They don't play shock, so their hand is not lightning bolt. And I do need something. They're gonna go, I still need the fade fire blast, basically. No way around that. But this will put them to 1, so they can't cast any spell. Okay. If I don't cast it, they'll only go to 2, which is still pretty good. And then the next turn they'll go to 1, but then they can sit there forever. So I have to cast the blackmail. And it doesn't matter when I cast it, so I'm just going to cast it now. Okay. And then they can draw Fire Blast. That's the whole game. Okay, Rack takes them to 1. And they're dead next turn. Can't cast a spell except for Fire Blast. I can't imagine what else they would have. Oh man, I played against a burn deck that had a Blood Oath or whatever from Acadia Masts. That's like 4 damage burn spell. Okay, very good, very close. Came down to Pillar. I'd like to imagine they drew like the lightning bolt or something, and Pillar locked them out. That happens. Okay, 2-0. Looking for a round 3 opponent. I will try to record the whole match. I think that would be best. Okay, well, part 1 of recording the whole match is game 1. And this, I'll keep it. See if the Dark Ritual Spectre gets us anywhere. Not really the kind of play you want on the draw with no other hand disruption. Okay, Island. They're on like Sligh not, then be fine. I mean, I'm gonna play it. They have like Dreadnought Stifle. I'm gonna have to blood and lose my own Spectre. So it's just funny because kind of want that to happen. I don't know. Does it make sense to wait on the Spectre? Probably not. Okay, well, it's not that at all. It's some kind of Tinker, uh, whatever the other one is. Phyrexian? No, it was Phyrexian Devourer. That's right. Well, Wasteland looks good. Then at least they can't cast Tinker next turn. And hopefully I can grab it with the Spectre, or maybe just draw a Duress or something. Goodness sake. Come on, Duress. No. Okay, well, I'm going to attack. If they have Tinker, I lose, right? Kind of annoying. Ugh, come on. That's kind of like this Hypnotic Spectre did absolutely nothing. Wasteland and Spectre just like, it didn't even slow them down. Kind of wild. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll take a look at deck. See, I would not have guessed that they play the Prozan Bailiff. It's good. I don't know. I remember this is part of some combo. I don't know what you call it. They're playing Winter Orbs and Sphere of Resist. Thank goodness. All right. Well, like I said, that's kind of frustrating that they can sacrifice their lands and discard cards at random, and it doesn't matter. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, they're just adding a bunch of these to this. Okay, whatever. I'll concede. Yep, you got it, buddy. Smokestacks. All right. I mean, I'll probably name Tinker off of Cabal Therapy, so I need to study this too hard. Dark Ritual, Hypnotic Spectre, very good in this matchup. So, goodness, I don't have much else. I don't have any instant speed removal for the Phyrexian Devourer. I'm gonna put in the Plague Spitters because at least they do something, and it's a clock even under Tangle Wire. But nothing else. Oh, yeah, Devourer starts as a 1/1. Let me look that up real quick, but I think reasonable. Okay, yeah, looks like Plague should shut that down. Interesting. So I can side out the other Innocent Bloods. Well, maybe I should have been paying attention, but I don't remember seeing any other creatures. Furnace, though. Well, I guess it cantrips at least. Alright, I'll try this. Okay, well, hopefully we can just do that again. Oh, well, here it is. Huh. Okay, hear me out. I've never seen this before. I can Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Pox, Spectre. And I'm going to do it. So, this is a keep. I mean, I can't Pox after I play Spectre. They discard a third of their hand, the Pox. I'm going to discard, I'll discard the Swamp. Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual. And just hope that their 2-card combo can't beat a Spectre. And they discard 3 cards right now. I've got to keep lands and spells. Okay, Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire is something that could beat me. Obviously, I don't care about Sphere or Winter Orb from this point. Okay, we go. Never done that before. No, Ancient Tomb. Okay. Land Tinker. I mean, they can't get the Devourer combo. They discard City. So I want to discard either Island or Tinker. Yeah, now they have 4 mana. Oh, okay. Or they're gonna play like Smokestack or something. Okay, Rack is great. I just need to draw a land. I guess that might be dead, just the regular combat damage. Okay. Alright, good. Good enough. Ritual, Pox. A great way to start the game. But that one was the one I could win. On the play is rough. Hopefully they just have to mulligan quite a bit and they don't, and then one Duress kind of takes them off whatever they got going. That's really kind of game plan I'm looking for. Phyrexian Furnace is so bad though. But what could be better? Living Darkness. Okay, got Duress. Bunch of 3-drops I can't cast. Oh my god. I keep this. So slow. I don't have that much better, and Duress is like the best card I could have, so I'll keep it. I mean, if I draw a land, Dark Ritual, and got something going. Okay, Blackmail. We might be able to cast Blackmail next turn. Okay, they have 2 Spheres, Bridge, and a Dynamo. Sphere is bad for me. However, they have 2 of them. I'm not quite sure what taking 1 will accomplish. The Thran Dynamo and the Bridge both don't do much of anything for them, but they're there. I mean, I guess I could take the Dynamo. What if they draw Ancient Tomb or something? I mean, the hand doesn't do anything. That's nice. My hand doesn't do anything either. I'll take the Dynamo because it's different. They only have 2 lands. Maybe they won't play the Sphere. Maybe they fear their own Sphere. I don't think I was supposed to take Bridge. I mean, if they're gonna be, I don't see how they're gonna bridge me. My biggest creature is a 2/2. Like, I guess I can't beat it if it comes down, but like late game, I mean, well, yeah, I have the rack. So that's kind of a nomblet with the bridge. Okay, I got the 3rd land. That's good. Do I take the other sphere, or do I take the bridge, or do I just? I think I take the bridge, even though it doesn't seem like I care about it. Or do I take the smokestack? Doesn't seem like I care about that either. I can't cast it. I mean, I do want to cast the Spectre. Now I need 4 mana to do it. But if I take the Sphere, they could like draw Tomb, play Bridge, and they could like get ahead of me. I mean, I could Pox them down, but that Poxes me down too. I think I'd just take Bridge or Smokestack. And then second Sphere is so bad because it also makes Dark Ritual do nothing. At least just like puts 4 dead draws in my deck. Alright, I'm taking the Smokestack. I really don't know the right answer. If they draw Ancient Tomb like right now, it'd be pretty bad for me. Okay, they drew a land in another sphere. That's annoying. I can still cast this Furnace and draw an extra card next turn. Okay, I drew a land anyways. Now I need 5 mana for the Spectre, but if I can get it, I can get the 5 mana before them. Feeling pretty good. Okay. Oh, wow. I just realized how 2 furnaces interact, so I should be careful with that. Well, I'm going to play Rats because that's a clock. I don't know what they drew. Drew Winter Orb. That's funny. I like this bridge so much. Okay, you got to be careful. Interesting. Well, now I have 2 of them. Really would like to draw a card, the Furnace, but if I target a card, this is a targeted ability, so if I target a card in their graveyard, they can target the same card and fizzle my ability. Well, I know that. Do they know that? Do they know that I know that? Find out. But if they wanted to cantrip, then they could have. Last turn I was tapped out. Okay. They're targeting Winter Orb. I will target Orb. Okay. I've never seen that before. This is a game of firsts. Fox, not great. What was great, I already had one. On land. See, this is what I mean. No good. It's no good. But now I'm gonna do now, just in case draw like a factory. Alright, I got the land. Next turn is going to be a big one. Can I get one more turn, please? Without them casting any troublesome spells. And then what do I cast first? Spectre, obviously. Ooh, Dress is good. Pox? Oh, no, definitely not Pox. So I can cast Pox after I cast next turn I can cast. Especially if they play a land. Then they have to sacrifice 2 lands. Okay. These are going well. Yes, Factory was a very good draw. Duress, where I can play Engineer Plague. I can play Pox. Benefit of Pox is it makes them sacrifice a land, but it's only 1 land. That's 1 land probably enough. I have to sacrifice 2 swamps. I'll obviously keep the wasteland and the factory. Alternatively, I could duress instead. Kind of like Pox though, because they will lose a third of their life and discard 2 cards. Damage wise, it doesn't matter whether I Pox first or second, so I think I'll Pox first. Pox, card, ritual, and Engineered Plague? Yes. No, maybe Pox. So I want to Pox first, because then they discard their bad card, so I'm less likely to hit a bad card off Hypnotic Spectre. Like, I think if you do it this way, you're more likely that Spectre takes their best card. Because Spectre could have taken either one of these. Okay, attack. And they had a Tinker, very good. And now, even if they have Ancient Tomb, they can't play Bridge. So this is fine. I'm not worried about Bridge at all. I'm just going to attack for 4. I could have played Duress instead of attacking, but no, I think this is just better. I don't think there's a spell. If they get Ancient Tomb, they can play a 2-mana spell. I can't think of a 2-mana spell I care. Okay, now if they get Tomb, they can play Bridge. But then I just wasteland their Tomb and I can't. They're going to get cards stuck in their hand, right? So I'm still just going to do this. Well, maybe this is bad because they're dead next turn, and if I Duress instead, they're still dead next turn, so yeah, that was kind of stupid. If they have exactly Tomb Bridge, this will buy them a little time. And maybe somehow they keep drawing things they can play. Okay, this was definitely a misplay. If I get punished. No, of course not. All right, that was a little dicey. Game 1 was rough, but this, it's a combo deck. It's difficult for them to put things together. Okay, welcome to round 4 of this Premodern Pox League. We're 3-0, which is exciting. We won the die roll, which is exciting. Our hand looks like this, which is, I'm excited. Classic Duress into Cabal Therapy, and you got a Rats to boot. Are these Poxes good? We'll find out. Opponent mulligans the 6, love it. Not gonna bother looking up their name or anything. We have turn 1 Duress. That'll figure out what they're playing. The hard way? I don't know. The easy way? This seems easier to me. Okay, there you go. It's Sligh again. They kept a bad hand, and we're gonna be able to capitalize, I hope. And that's fine. Obviously, we have nothing for therapy at the moment. Do we want to therapy something? I think we have to therapy something next turn. Oh, Flame Rift. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Well, we know they have 1 mystery card in their hand. It's a land. Blackmail can still take it. Actually, Blackmail can take the Wooded Foothills. Therapy can take whatever the other thing is. Yeah, the Vortex. Got him. That. They're probably thinking, why would they not take the Vortex? This is why. Frick Vortex. Okay, let's just try. Finish this game. Oh. I can attack. Hopefully they draw like a bolt. They bolt my Rats. They can attack me. And then I just pox them. Gets the creature in the land. I'll probably discard this Pox and keep whatever I draw. And really good. Oh my god, it's really good. Oh, that's okay. I can Pox first, then rack. Is that better? Let me think. No, I think you have to rack first here. If we're winning this race, they're incentivized to keep a card in their hand. Like if they draw a burn spell, they'll keep it in their hand. And if they draw a land, they'll definitely keep it in their hand. And this way I can just get more stuff with Pox. Oh no, the Rats. And now I gotta play Rats. I'm just waiting. The Fox is going to kill them, I promise you. Okay, they drew a burn spell, so they're gonna fire it off. Okay, they drew a burn spell, they're gonna fire it off at the Rats. Right, makes sense. But we're winning this race. Sure. Do another creature? Oh, Seal of Fire. Okay, I was gonna say another creature is bad first. They should have. Well, they're playing around Pox, I guess. I was gonna say they should have kept this in their hand. Okay, so we Pox them and discard Pox? Or do we wait? Again, wait? Is Pox? Okay, Pox kills Jackal Pup and the land. If I discard the land, I can't cast Pox, but if I draw a land, then I can. I think if I do nothing, they go to 6. Actually 8, so I go to 6. Yeah, this is gonna get, that's too close. What if they draw like a Fire Blast? Plus this way, okay, so I think I have to Pox. Then keep the Pox, and I hope to draw a land. I think this is right. There's a lot of things they could draw that they can't cast, And there's a lot of things they draw that they don't want to cast. We'll see. Okay, they didn't play it. On land. Oh, rats is like just as good. Okay, they're just dead. Very good. Great top deck. Okay, sideboard. In comes the gnomes and these 6 4-up creatures. Side out the furnace. I can side out some number of pox, some specters, and some dark ritual. I like this plan. And that's too many. Dark ritual good at all? Not really. Okay, I'll put a specter back. Okay, I will not F6 if I play bottle gnomes. Okay, here's our hand. We have duress and 2 therapies and a blood. I mean, this is definitely a keep. I'm only afraid it's going to be the hopefully. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. But they have so many therapies. Hopefully, I can capitalize on all these. The rest can get the 2-drop. They don't have a 2-drop. I grab the bolt or the flame rift. I kind of want to take the bolt because I feel like if this factory was a swamp, I only cast 1 spell next turn at the moment, which is really rough. I need the top deck. Have the 2. They have the second land. Is the flame rift does more damage? I'll take the flame rift. Hopefully, I don't know what I'm hoping for. If I cast therapy now, all right, let's just see what happens. Hacking, guess that makes very good. That's a very good draw. Do I want to innocent blood or double therapy? Well, we can start with the therapy to see what they drew. We're definitely casting therapy. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're definitely. And I can even swamp blackmail. Good. Okay, they're gonna incinerate me. I wasn't gonna name it, so I'm gonna name Fire Blast. Ooh, or get the Fire Blast later and get a lightning bolt. That's an interesting question. If they drew a land, they'll be likely to Fire Blast. Okay, a little interruption there. I was talking about Fire Blast versus Lightning Bolt. I think it's gonna be Bolt. But I want an Innocent Blood. Whatever, I'm gonna name Lightning. It's only a difference, 1 damage difference, and sacrificing 2 mountains, I assume is gonna be difficult. So now I could blackmail them, but they will probably Fire Blast me. Well, they can't Fire Blast me in response. That's interesting. Still gonna blood first, but that's interesting. Them drawing this Bloodstained Mire is not great for me. Opponent is concerned about my well-being, which is nice. Okay, well, that's bad. Obviously, I'll therapy them. It's gonna Fire Blast me now. Floating mana, because got good discipline. Okay. Alright, they're Fire Blasting me. And whatever. This is a problem. I am not winning. I mean, there's a lot of good things I can draw. I mean, step 1, just draw some removal. Oh, that's annoying. That's like the worst thing to draw. They drew a land. They play the land. I'll play a land. They go. And we've got this from Lavamancer, dealing 2 per turn until I draw a removal spell. And the Spectre would be, good in any other situation. This Factor would be good in any other situation. Okay. Okay. I mean, the Spectre is never great. It's gonna die no matter what. But, okay. At least this is a clock. And considering I'm concerned about clock, I'm just gonna throw the Spectre out now. It's gonna save me 2 life no matter when I do it. So I might as well just do it. Get to use my mana, etc. And now they're gonna be keeping cards in their hand, maybe. And they're winning this race. Wow, they're winning this race so much that they don't even bother to burn my Spectre. And I guess, pox. A little too late, they can sack the Jackal Pup, which is rough. I mean, the Jackal Pup can't really attack, though. Okay. If I play pox? No. If I play pox, I'm gonna lose. I just sack the pup, and I go to 5, and then they have 4 damage on. They're just on. Yeah. So definitely can't play pox. Let's see if they attack with the pup. I'll animate factory, and then what? They could burn factory, and then that will kind of tap it. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty dead here. I'm gonna have to draw some life gain. And of course, if they draw anything, then I'm just dead. Well, A Barbarian Ring. Not sure why they played it. Okay, they realize they can't attack. But yeah, they untap, they just win. So, yeah, they can even win in their upkeep in response to the rack. Really not much I can do. Okay, next game. It was close. It was kind of close. If I had removal for this Lavamancer, we would have won this game pretty easily. Engineer Plague instead of Innocent Blood there would have been great. Well, I don't know. Not that I had enough to cast it at the time. Okay, now sideboard plan doesn't change. Okay, here's our hand. All right, I like the rack. And, oh boy, what do you name? What do you name with therapy? Could just name Sulfuric Vortex or even just Jackalpup. I think I'm supposed to name something. Not, now I could blackmail them first. Try to be more sure I hit something. Therapy. Okay, if I'm naming a creature, I should play it now. But if I'm naming like Sulfuric Vortex, then I don't need to play it now, obviously. Guess I am a little afraid of the creature rush with this hand. I only have one. I could just name Jackalpup. Could name the Grim Lavamancer. That is what killed me last turn. I do have Factory. Sometimes that well. I don't know. I'll name something. Jackalpup. Get a. Oh, I did get one. Fortunately, they have the Overload for my rack.
Are they goblins?
They have one goblin. This guy.
Oh. Daddy, I'm gonna come up here.
Okay.
Are you winning?
Hard to tell.
Oh, I'm hurt.
Okay. There's the Fanatic. There's the Mountain. Feel of Fire Overload. And play the Factory. Yeah, definitely play a Factory. Okay, I'll blackmail. I will blackmail out the Overload. That's my plan. No point in playing the rack now. Do I smother?
Is your hand.
Yeah, this is my hand. Do I smother Fanatic?
Attack.
Let's see. I think I do smother the Fanatic. Gets it off the board. I don't want them to fire my Factory. Ooh, another rack. That could be good. Or do I just attack with Factory anyway?
Where's the Factory?
Yeah, I think I do attack with Factory.
Daddy.
They overload it, and then I blackmail them.
Daddy, what is he doing? He's getting jinned.
No, or maybe she's tricked.
What if she's getting tricked?
I don't know. Overload the Factory. It's a shame they're doing it in combat.
Why they have to? Oh, that's your graveyard. It'd be
nice to be able to play one of these.
That's your graveyard.
Yeah, that's my graveyard.
And these are who you died?
Why is they didn't play the Fire Blast? Maybe they have
I think
6.
these are just...
Oh my god, I gotta do the talking here. Alright, there's a Foothills. They got one left. Okay, Flame Rift. Good. Playing spells. Ooh, Rats. That's pretty good. I play Rats. I discard their Foothills. And the Racks will just kill them. I mean, this is the thing against Burn, though. They can just keep cards in their hand. Well, maybe not creatures, but they can keep lands in their hand. They can keep all their burn spells in their hand. At least I can attack for 1 per turn. Rats deal 1 damage per turn. It's not bad. Okay, so they're playing Seal of Fire. That is just a bad play. I could wasteland their Wood of Foothills. Does that change the math?
What does this?
I should probably think about it.
What
okay,
does
hold on.
these do?
Oh, they're gonna Seal of Fire my rat. So let's see. Hold on. They're gonna go to. They're gonna take 6 damage. Go to 7. 6. Now it doesn't really change. I'm just gonna need to draw Blackmail or Rats to close out. I could have. I'm not gonna waste the Wood of Foothills. It's so marginal. I don't know why I'm wasting time thinking about it. They're probably gonna crack it anyways, just to thin their deck or something. But the racks will, because I got 2 of them. So math says they're always going to be at an. Oh, no, okay. They go to 6. All right, I'll give it a try. Let's see what they do. There you go. Ace of the fetch. You don't see that every day. They probably drew a land. So should have done it last turn. Oh yeah, I didn't. So it totally does change the math. Huh. Could have definitely done it last turn. Wow, I wish this could target players. Okay. So then they're gonna have another card in their hand. They can just keep 3 cards in their hand. They have to.
Is it your hand?
So right now they can't play a spell. If I draw a discard spell, I got rats, I got pox, I got duress. Those are all probably gonna win. They're gonna need to go to 4 cards just to make sure. Okay, they're smart enough to do that. And okay, there's so many cards I could draw here.
You're winning.
I am winning, but the game's not over, and I could lose. All right, factory is a thing that can put on some pressure, but they're really loading up on those cards, and I need a pox. Oh, there we go. Get my wasteland for that. The rack is an awful, awful draw.
What a rack.
I could therapy them.
What's an awful?
Because I already have 2. I don't need any more.
Then what if you attack with these 3?
Attack. I'm just waiting until I spell back there. So at some point I can play creatures and just sack them to therapy. So I kind of think I'm supposed to hit on this specter, but at some point I'm just going to be dead. They're going to be like Flame Rift, Fire Blast, Lightning Bolt, Seal of Fire. I'm at 15, and technically I can activate Factory and maybe gain 3 life. That, so I think I'm safe to wait a little bit more. If I get so if I draw a duress, right, then I can start that discard chain. Okay. Wow, wasting that fetch that first turn, they might have cracked it. Okay, there's a Lavamancer. All right, they got 5 cards in their hand. Something could happen now. That's not the answer. Okay, well, I'm gonna play it. I have 2 pox in the deck. Just saying. All right, opponent seems to think they're safe with 5 cards. I can make them discard 2 cards on board, so I just need 1 more discard spell. Okay, that's a start. I suppose I'll waste them in their upkeep. A good player. Waste them. They're gonna crack it. Fortunate. I am at 10. I just gotta make sure I don't die. They have lots of creatures, and they can only cast 1 Fire Blast from this point. If they had 4 mountains, I'd be way more nervous. Okay, Seal of Fire. If I draw a Factory, I can start attacking with Factory. Just drawing the worst cards. Really. I don't think I can play. I could play Spectre at this point. I mean, I'm at 10. I'm at 6. If they have a Fire Blast, then they only need 1 more burn spell to kill me. But there's not much I can do about it. The thing. I mean, I'm going to play it. I feel like. And they have a whole nother turn cycle, though, so they can just draw a card first. This is an awful game to lose. We're so close. Draw a Pox or a Duress. Duress would have been so good. Instead, I draw Innocent. Okay. Didn't kill me. Okay. They still didn't kill me. This is something.
They were winning because they only have 4. We have a lot of cards.
I'm getting further and further away from winning. Turn. Alright, I attack. They have 7 cards in their hand. They're at 1. Okay, so they do literally have to kill both of these. That one's gone. Comes this one. 2 mana is 4. Ow, they're fire blasting the Factory. Why? They don't have a bolt or an overload or anything like that. That's unusual. I mean, I'm sure they have some lands in their hand, but come on. I'm just thinking about spitting darknessing my own Factory, but I think that's right. Oh, okay. Hey, you got it, buddy. What are you going to do with that floating mana? Nothing. That's interesting.
Aha, no, you only have 1.
Okay, I still have a Factory. So they're going to have to be able to kill it on 1 mana. Oh, they do have a Seal of Fire. If I draw another Factory, that would be good. I can't. Of course I can't. I'm going to play the Swamp. I can also draw Cursed Scroll. I have 4 Cursed Scrolls. Come on. Oh, I should probably play the Rack then, just to have the Cursed Scroll. I was kind of keeping in my hand to discard the Pox, but there we go. There we go. There it is. So if they can get me to 1,
Pox?
this is Pox. If If they can give me the 1, they can force a draw, which would be kind of interesting. But I still have the Spinning Darkness, my own factory play. So I think I'll be okay. But, ooh, Pox when they're at 1 life. It's always fun to win a game with, like, literally Pox. Okay, moment of truth.
You win.
Maybe.
Does he take 1 life?
This will make him lose 1 life. And he's at 1. So, that'll be good. I think my opponent is trying to... I mean, if they could have killed me, they would have, is the thing. If they can get me exactly to 1, they can't because I have Spinning Darkness, but they don't know that. So if they can try to get me exactly the 1, they could draw this game, and then we'd play the, the 4th game of the match, which is kind of fun. You don't see that too often.
After this game, I want my...
Yeah, we can dance after. And certainly going to be right now. Waiting for opponent. I'll pause the recording and we'll come back to celebrate our victory. Oh, opponent is back. They were in the tank. I'll tell them the secret. If you can get me to 1, we can draw the game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's unsporting to say that because it's not true. I have the Spinning Darkness trick. But my opponent fired off the Seal of Fire. I walked away for a bit. They were in the tank for a few minutes. Now we are well behind on clock. It doesn't matter as long as I don't walk away again. Honestly, I just want to wrap this up because it's dinner time. A bit my fault though. I mean, opponent does have 4 more minutes on the clock than me, so I'll be patient. The opponent says they're thinking about how to win this game, but make sure I'm not lagging. There's nothing to think about unless they're playing around Spinning Darkness. Bravo. But you just cast all the burn spells you can cast upon it. So I assume they're just salty that they lost close game 3. And maybe salty because I kept in Pox versus a burn deck and they think that's stupid. But I think Pox is good in this. It's just not what you always want. So I bored out 2 of them, but the 2 games we won with Pox, so it's not bad. Opponent probably also, I was the one that was down on clock before, so maybe they're just hoping that I walk away and they can steal a win or something. I don't know. I'll check back when the match is over. Okay. Opponent decided they could not win. Got the match. Nice little screenshot here. Pox on the stack. Opponent at 1 life. Love it. All right, we're 4-0. Exciting times for Pox. Stay with me. Okay. Back for the start of round 5. And yeah, looks pretty decent. Yeah, pretty standard hand. I'll keep it. Might be a little slow. Wish I was on the play. Here we go. Brushland into birds. Oh, Pox. Pox could be good here. Alright, hopefully they don't have a really good 2-drop. Follow up. Wild Mongrel. Don't love this. The rest of them have an Arrogant Worm or not. I don't know if I can beat an Arrogant Worm, honestly. Okay, they don't have one. That's great. They do have a lot of stuff. Interesting. Do I care about the swords? The next turn they can go Rancor. And if I draw land, that's fine. If I don't draw land, it gets a little sketch. I could take the Naturalize and play Scroll now. No, because I need a land to activate the Scroll anyways. I'm pretty far away from it. I could take 1 Rancor. Just because. I think maybe that's the play. I don't really want to take 6. Okay, dismiss all those, duress again. This time I'll take the Naturalize, I guess. Yeah, I think Naturalize, because if I draw land, I'm going to play Pox, not Spectre, so I'm not super worried about the swords. Opponent in the tank. Since we're 4-0, I looked up their deck list, and they do have a recent one that is similar to this, so I'll assume they're on that. This is the green-white Madness deck, basically. Do a 4 call the herd that I'm kind of worried about. Okay, well, this Pox is much worse. No. know if I can win now. Play out both racks just so I can get the damage a little closer. And I'm losing this race. Pox is not going to help with that. Not too much. Stop playing creatures. Ow. Okay, some blood. That. I'll play my Curse Scroll. But even if I draw a land now, I'll have a 50-50 chance of not even, I can't even kill him. Yeah, okay, I'm just dead. Oh well. Got overrun by creatures. Our deck is not good versus this. I can handle any one creature. Hard to handle 3 creatures. I mean, that's why I do play a lot of removal in the sideboard. Mother Perish is fine. Plague, I mean, they do have a lot of 1 toughness guys floating around here, so it's guaranteed to get something. Or maybe this is the time where Plague Spitter is better. And I don't know, they've got 4 Rootwallas, 4 birds. I guess I just don't have room. I also want to bring in a number of dystopias. Yeah, I think I got to bring in like all the dystopias, and then I just don't have room. Okay, I'm going to side out the duress and the therapies. I want to keep in the furnaces for Call the Herd. They have 2 crumble and 2 naturalize to bring in, which is not great. What else? I guess I can side out the blackmails and bring in 1 like Plague Spitter. I could just engineer Plague on like Lizard. Not the worst. I'll do the Plague Spitter. I'll see what happens. Okay. I mean, I got a lot of removal. I don't think the rack is going to be a winning card. I think Curse Scroll, my best bet. Not Expector will be good. Huh. This hand. This hand. Don't think I can keep this hand. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, well, priced into keeping this one. Bottom. All the cards I can't cast. Bottom Spectre. The Scroll. The other card I was considering was Spinning Darkness. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I was gonna say they could have swords. They're holding up swords, but not in this format. They're not. They could crumble it. Okay, they didn't crumble it. I suppose they would have done that before damage. Okay, they can play their Trollhound. I have a blood, but of course they could easily have Basking Rootwalla. Maybe I should just play Dystopia. Dystopia stops their best draws, like Rootwalla, or next turn untap into Arrogant Worm. No, I'll blood. No, they didn't have it. Okay. This lets me get in for 2 more damage here, which I quite like. Next turn, I'll have to play Dystopia. Kind of no matter what they have. Well, not if they have nothing, I guess. Huh. Alright, I'm going to say go. I'll take the 50-50 shot on this Curse Scroll, and I don't really want to lose my 3rd land to Disenchant. Wow, protection from black. That would be good if I didn't have Dystopia. I'll name Dystopia. Nope. Miss. Okay. I will play it. Osho. Alright, this is 2 cards. Wow. Wow. That game was so far from over. What happened on it? They've conceded in the chat, in the game log. I can't believe they just concede to that. What could their hand be? I wonder. I mean, they could just keep playing instead of conceding. Goodness. Okay. Furnaces are a little sus, but seriously, Call of the Herd now. I gotta keep it in. Be disciplined, keep it in. That's the plan. I do feel like I could find room for another one. No, I'm gonna keep it. Hoping they have another turn 1 no play. We have turn 1 Dark Ritual into Spectre. I think that would be winning. Did they see Hypnotic Spectre game 1? I wonder if they cited out their swords or something. They have 2 Naturalize. Well, we saw Naturalize game 1, so this deck list is not exactly the same. But in their old list, they have 2 Naturalize out of the sideboard. 2 Crumble and 1 Ray of Revelation. So 5 Disenchant effects total. They're running a Naturalized main. I don't know. Rancor's pretty spicy. It's this deck usually play Rancor? I wonder. I feel like we definitely could have won game 1. Alright, well, I'll keep. I do have the Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre. But if they play a bird, yeah, am I supposed to Plague Spitter instead? I kind of want to just do it, though. And it's attacking for 2 every turn, discarding a card every turn. Give it a try. We're going to have to make it up somehow. I'm afraid they're going to have, like, so many creatures on the board. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Draw Perish, or... yeah. Don't like it. Okay, Innocent Blood is... well... yeah, it'll be good in the long run. Does some damage. Rumble, interesting. Okay, I have to play rats. Oh, hit the... oh, that wasn't random. That works. Yeah, this is definitely how I could lose. I'll play Plague Spitter next turn. I could... oh, Plague Spitter's a pretty good blocker, too. I would just block the Wild Mongrel. Discard lots of cards to keep it alive. Reasonable. I wonder if blocking here makes them tie up their mana. Like, I just cannot deal with a Call of the Herd or an Arrogant Worm right now. I'm not going to cast the Innocent Blood, so this, I'm going to block just to slow them down. I don't know what's in their hand, but if all they do this turn is pump this Root Wall, I have a chance. Okay. Discard Glory. Oh, I mean, I know it does 1 more damage. Oh, you're just going to activate Glory? Okay. Is that better than just pumping the Root Wall? How is that better? I guess it does deal me 1 more damage in the end. Okay. Well, see, now this Plague Spitter become interesting. Wish I had a couple of Therapy in the graveyard. I can just sack it right. But they attack now. Block. Yeah, the Wild Mongrel can't survive. They can only discard 1 card. They only have 1 card in their hand. I could block the Root Walla. Oh, they have Glory. They'll let me block. Oh, they'll let me block, I think. So if I block Mongrel, yeah, I'll block Mongrel. And this will kill both birds, and it will kill the Root Walla. Give it protection from black. The Glory is like a 5-mana 3/3 flying. They could have just cast that. That would be pretty good for them, I feel like. Yeah, they're pumping the Walla. Fine. But that dies. And now, oh, they forgot to give... they even have the mana to give it protection. Well, okay. So I'm winning this game, but I'm not sure I should be. And Pox, not helpful. Could activate Factory and play Blood. Or I could just play another Hypnotic Spectre. Innocent Blood is good because whatever they... I don't know what they're going to draw. No, I'll do it this way. Play the Spectre. This way Spectre can block the Root Walla. They can't pump it and cast whatever spell they draw, is the logic. They're going to have to choose one or the other. Guess I can assume they drew... okay, they're just doing anything. Interesting. What do they have? Swords? No, they would attack if they... okay. That's pretty good, because now I can Pox. But might as well just attack. Attack first anyways. What did they draw? Oh, maybe it's an Arrogant Worm. That's interesting. Yeah, it is. Okay, that makes sense. I'm still winning, but it's a little tricky. Maybe I should have attacked the Factory. Okay. Do I play Blood, or Pox, or nothing? They have to attack. They have to block my Factory. No, I think I'm just gonna do land go. Very close. Winning. Okay, they attack with that. It's fine. Okay, they drew the land. Good to know. Ooh, Dystopia. Blood and Dystopia. They will have no board, and they'll be at 3. And I'll have a Dystopia in play and a Pox in hand. I think that's probably the line. Play Dystopia. Maybe they'll just concede to this. Back the Factory. Okay. They scooped it up, and that's a 5-0. The last match was pretty scary. I don't know if I deserved that one quite, but I'll take it. 5-0 with Pox. Very exciting. Glad I got it on camera. Hope you're watching to the end. hope you liked the video. What am I supposed to do? Tech. That's pretty good. I mean, besides the last match, we played all good players, I think. And we beat Blue-White Standstill and a lot of Sligh. Oh, that's not my deck. I like this deck. This deck's fun too. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the way this performed. I think still like blackmail a lot. Maybe 3's too many though, because it is a bit of a clunker in your opening hand. But I think it goes very well with your game plan and with the rack and with the rest of the discard. So I'm very happy with it generally. We didn't see the furnaces. Oh, we did see the furnace come up in that one, just to beat the enemy furnace. That was a kind of fun interaction. I don't know, pretty typical. There's not too much to talk about here. I guess the Plague Spitter was quite good in that matchup. I'll keep him around a little bit longer. Yeah, I like the list. If I ran this back again, I would just stick with it. So that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. And I hope you keep boxing. I don't know. I feel like I should have